Welcome back to another episode of the Experience Franklin County, Indiana podcast, where we highlight the people, places, events, and things that make Franklin County, Indiana such an amazing place. This week, we're looking at the Franklin County, Indiana library system. Let's get right into our interview for this week. Hey friends, I'm here with Makenna Mays. She is the Communications Director for Franklin County Libraries right here in Franklin County, Indiana. Makenna, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to visit.
Well, thank you for having me on, Rick. I'm really excited to talk about the libraries.
And we're excited about all that you offer to Franklin County, whether it is residents that live here or people that may be looking for information coming to visit Franklin County, Indiana. You've been with the library about 3 years, and I'm sure that's a never. I'm sure that job never fails to excite you, right? Just dealing with people and getting them the information they need. That's got to be really gratifying.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I love this job because, you never have the same day twice, and it keeps it exciting.
Variety is the spice of life. That is what they say. And we often think of libraries as a place where you just go to check out books and take them home to read, or movies, videos. But a library really is so much more than that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you're correct. That can be the stereotype, but I kind of like to think of libraries as the dwindling third places that we have left where you can come here, you can enjoy our services for free. It doesn't cost you anything, and we do have a lot more to offer besides, books.
Yeah, I'm so excited about some of the programs that you have coming up. I've been to a few of them myself. They've always been entertaining, informational, educational, and I know you have some great ones coming up. But let's talk about some of the things you have in addition to books. One of the things that really comes in handy, you have meeting rooms that folks can use for various things, right?
We do. We have meeting rooms at both our Brookville and Laurel library branches. And we have like a nice projector system. So if any groups around Franklin County want to come here, if they have a conference, if they have a meeting, anything that they need, we can usually accommodate that.
And you have smaller study rooms that I have taken advantage of, especially at the Brookville branch. Occasionally, when I'm doing in person interviews for podcasts, I'll have folks meet me there and they're comfortable, they're clean. And I have to say, the staff at your library is top notch. They are just some amazing people. They got to be great people to work with.
Oh, absolutely. I think I have some of the best coworkers in the county, not to brag, but yeah, no, they're just the best people. They would bend over backwards for anyone here, willing to help any patrons any way they can.
One of the things that really fascinates me is I have got to know Miss Julie a little bit down in the, is that called the Historical Records Department? What do we call that department there?
That is our local history and genealogy department.
Local history and genealogy. And my goodness, she is just a wealth of information, isn't she?
Oh, Julie's amazing. She's really just built that department from the ground up, and we're fortunate to have one of the best local history departments in the entire region.
And I was doing some research recently on Maple Grove Cemetery there in Brookville. And my goodness, I expected to dig through stacks of books, but she just knew where everything was. She had maps and printouts and just was incredibly helpful. Franklin County has a rich history, and this is a great place to explore our local history, right?
Oh, absolutely. And we have people near and far that travel just to get information from Julie. She's really an amazing lady.
She really is, and of course, genealogy has become a lot more popular the past few years. It seems like people are researching their family histories, and it's a great place to get not just history on Franklin County, but if you've got uh, ancestors that may have lived here at one time, that's a great place to start. Well, we touched on special programs. What kind of special programs do you have coming up?
So we've got some reoccurring ones that happen weekly and monthly, like Tot Spot Story Time that happens every Monday at 10 a.m. at Brookville Library with our children's librarian, Amanda Herbert. She does amazing programs, and that one seems to be a favorite. And then over at Laurel Weekly, we have a junior crafters program with Amber. She's our teen and adult programming librarian. And that is for, it's like a crafting program for tweens and teens geared for them. And then some larger programs we have coming up. In April, we have our Lego Expo, and
Oh
that's
my goodness,
become
I have not seen this one on the calendar. That sounds exciting. Is that going to be at where is that going to be?
that will be at Brookville. It's a crowd favorite. We've done it for a couple years now, but you can come see the Lego builds. You can participate if you want to. We have a creative build competition. People can submit both boxed Lego builds and their custom builds. But even if you're not into building, you can just come and see what everybody makes because it's truly we have some really talented people around here. But that'll be at Brookville Library on April 19th from 10 to 2.
My gosh, that sounds amazing. What else do you have coming up?
Coming up, one of our big summer reading program, we do that every year, and that'll be starting on June 19th. It's a 6-week program. We'll have some kickoff parties. We have those at both branches. The theme this year is Color Our World, so you can kind of expect to see a lot of art programs. Everyone can participate. It's not limited to ages, but you get reading logs and you'll keep track of your reading throughout the summer. And based off of those, you receive tickets that you can submit for some really cool prizes that we typically have.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. And I'm I'm going way back to the 1970s here, but one of the things that always excited me as an adolescent was Pizza Hut used to have a program. I don't know if you're old enough to remember Pizza Hut or
I do
not,
remember that, yeah.
but they had a reading program where if you read so many books within a certain time frame, you got a personal pan pizza, and that really, as a young person, that really motivated me to read, and that's kind of what that sounds like. This program is like too.
Oh, absolutely, yes. That's the main goal.
So we've talked about the Lego Expo, the summer reading program, of course, your story time. Anything else you want to mention coming up?
Yes, this is a monthly program that it's kind of we brought it to Brookville Library recently, but it is our memory cafe, and it happens at it's the last Monday of the month at Brookville Library at 4:30, and we're in partnership with Livestream Services, and essentially it's a welcoming space for people living with dementia and their caretakers to enjoy social interaction and just kind of like a break in your routine. Amber, our adult and teen programming librarian, she has different activities planned, whether that be like painting or flower arranging. But it's just a nice break in the routine for people living with dementia, and we're pretty excited about that one.
I am very excited about that one also because I do some work for a place here in central Indiana called Joy's House. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they are working with people with dementia and also with their caretakers. And as we face an aging population here in the United States, these kind of programs are so very important. And something like this just shows the breadth of the extent of a library services. It is so much more than just going in and getting books.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. No, we're very excited to do that and be able to partnership with a place like Livestream. They're great, and we've worked with them in the past. And yeah, this is just that we're fortunate to be able to offer this.
One of the things I want to talk about is that these programs, like the Lego Build and the Memory Cafe and the other things, the crafting, those are not just for residents of Franklin County. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes. Our programs are free and they're open to everyone, regardless of where you live. You don't have to be in Franklin County to enjoy these.
And it's a great resource. Somebody's coming to visit Franklin County to spend a few days on the lake, and we have a rainy day. The library is a great resource where folks can just come in and read or visit, or even just get out of the weather a bit, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you have maybe grandparents who live out here and they have their grandkids for a week or so. And they can always pop in and see what's happening at the library.
You know, social media has changed everything. The internet has changed every kind of business, and I'm sure that it is the same with libraries. I remember going back to the library and having to dig through the card catalog to find what I was looking for. But you probably have a website and other things that are really helpful these days, right?
Of course, yeah. We actually recently updated our website to make it a little more user friendly. Our calendar is great. There's typically not a week that goes by at the library that we don't have something happening. so people can easily check our calendar for any kind of events. We're really active on Facebook and Instagram, and that also has all of our events that we've got going on at the library. If you visit our website, you can also subscribe to our weekly newsletter through Wowbrary. It's not one of the annoying ones. You only get it once a week, so you don't have to worry about any kind of spam. So I would encourage people to sign up for that if they want to stay up to date on all of our events.
Absolutely. And in the past, I've seen so many great events ranging from, musical historical programs. I've seen people come in and do historical programs where they are playing somebody in character, whether it's Abraham Lincoln or, Clara Barton or something like that. And it's a great place for education, entertainment, research. Where are you guys located in Brookville and in Laurel?
So on Brookville, we blend in, but we're right off Main Street, 919 Main Street. If you're on Main Street, you see our original Carnegie building, and then in the back we had an annex addition that we added on in 2018. So we blend in right next to the big houses, but we're here. And then in Laurel, we're on Clay Street, kind of in the back.
Carnegie libraries have such a history here in the United States, and um, that building catches my eye every time I drive by it, which is very often. It's just such a beautiful building, and the annex is modern and comfortable and well lit. Let me ask you, Makenna, on a personal note. I would think working in a library has got to be an incredibly rewarding job. What are some of the favorite parts of your job?
Absolutely. And honestly, I've worked in libraries since elementary school. I was always in libraries, volunteering during school. Throughout high school, I worked in libraries through college. So this was really full circle when I got this job here. And I just love the kind of space that libraries are, what they foster, what they give to the public. I love the interactions with the people, just in general, it's a great place to work. I'm very fortunate.
And it's important, I think, to note we talked about this early in this episode, but I think it's important to mention that libraries are one of the places that are open for everybody. If
Mhm.
somebody needs something, you will do your best to find a way to help them, right?
Oh, of course. And I mean, even in the when we have the big heat snaps and cold snaps in the summer and the winter, we're open as warming centers. We're open as cooling centers. They're just we're here for everybody.
I'm here with Makenna Mays from Franklin County Libraries. We have two libraries here, one in Brookville and one in Laurel, Indiana, and much more than just checking out books, historical programs, educational programs, reading rewards program, and lots more. Check out their website. Check out the upcoming reading rewards program, the Memory Cafe, all the great things that they have coming up at the Franklin County Library, both in Brookville and in Laurel, Indiana. I'm with Makenna Mays. She is the communications director for Franklin County Libraries. Makenna, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to visit.
Thank you, Rick. This was a blast.
Thank you so much. And a big thank you to Makenna for taking time out of her day to visit this afternoon, talk about the Franklin County, Indiana Library System. Be sure and check them out. So much going on there. Check out their website. You can find all the things going on in Franklin County, Indiana in our website. That's www.franklincountyin.com. You can also follow along on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Lots of fun stuff coming up as spring quickly approaches here in Franklin County, Indiana. I'm Rick Garrett. I'll see you next time.